Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to my studio. Today I want to show you how to make this absolutely beautiful crochet lace vest. We're going to be following along on the chart, so if you haven't read charts before, I can show you how to do that. Also, there'll be a link in the video description for you to go to my website and follow the line-by-line instructions as well. You can also download the PDF file there. You'll need 2 balls of Be So Fine yarn, comes 650 yards per 4-ounce hank, 100% bamboo and hand-dyed. I wind it into a center pull ball for you, and it includes a pot of Wrapture, my all-natural delicate wash. First, I'm going to show you the key on the chart, then show you what we'll be doing on the chart, and then I'll be showing you how to crochet the stitches to make this beautiful lace vest. Let's get started. Before we begin, it's important to read the key on a chart to make sure you understand all the symbols that are used in the chart. So if you notice on this chart, we have a key starting with slip stitch, chain 3 picot, single crochet, double crochet, 4 double crochet together, treble crochet, foundation oval, and 4 double treble stitches together. The foundation row in black is a series of a multiple of 3 of chain 5 treble in the 5th chain from your hook. We're going to start with a foundation oval, which is to chain 5, and work a treble stitch into the 5th chain from our hook. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the 5th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Our first foundation oval is complete. Two foundation ovals. Three foundation ovals. You can either follow along in the line-by-line instructions to make this vest exactly the same size as the pattern, or if you are modifying it, you'll need a multiple of 3 ovals for whatever size you make. So depending if you make it larger or smaller, just make sure that you add 3 foundation ovals for every number of repeats you want for the pattern. For this tutorial, I'm going to work the pattern over 3 repeats, which means I needed 9 foundation ovals to begin. In row 1, we will be working along the side edge of the foundation ovals in the foundation row. This is the first red row on the chart. The first row begins with chain 3 and double crochet into that same stitch, yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in that very same stitch. Then we're going to chain 2 and single crochet into the first foundation oval. Chain 2, work 7 double crochets in the next foundation oval. chain 2, single crochet into the next foundation oval, chain 5, single crochet in the next foundation oval, chain 2, and now we're going to repeat that across. Okay, we single crocheted into the last foundation oval, chain 2, and now in that last stitch, or actually it's the first chain we made at the beginning of the foundation ovals, we're going to work our last 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And this is what the end of row 1 should look like. Next we begin row 2 of the chart. Notice the color changes every other row. For row 2, we're going to turn our work and slip stitch into the first chain 2 space. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in that same chain 2 space. Okay, now we're going to chain 2, and then coming over to our 7 double crochets from the previous row, we're going to work 1 double crochet into each of the first 4. Chain 3, double crochet a second time into that last stitch, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, and we're going to repeat that across. We end our last repeat with a chain 2 and working our last shell into the chain 2 space of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Each row begins and ends the same way with this 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, which gives a really beautiful border. And this is what the end of row 2 should look like. Next is row 3 on the chart, and this begins our repeat of rows 3 through 6. Row 3 begins with turning our work, slip stitch into the chain 2 space, chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the same chain 2 space. Chain 1. Now over the next 4 stitches, we're going to work 4 double crochet together. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops on your hook. That's a double crochet 4 together over 4 stitches. We're going to chain 5. Now we're going to do that same stitch, but we're going to do it over a chain 3 space. And the only difference is, instead of working them the different legs of the stitch into separate stitches, we're going to work all the legs into the same chain 3 space. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then do that 3 more times. And yarn over, pull through all 5 loops on your hook. Chain 5. And we'll repeat what we did over these 4 stitches on these 4 stitches, doing our last double crochet 4 together over the 4 stitches. And we did a chain 1, and that's our repeat for this row. So you want to repeat that across. On the last repeat, we end with a chain 1 and working our 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet shell into the last chain 2 space. And this is what the end of row 3 should look like. Next is row 4 on the chart. Row 4 begins with turning our work, slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the first chain 2 space. Okay, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, and single crochet in the next chain 1 space. And that's our repeat. So we're going to repeat that across the row. On our last repeat, we finish our last chain 5 space, skip the last chain 1 space, and work our shell into the last chain 2 space, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And this is what the end of row 4 should look like. Next is row 5 on the chart. For row 5, we're going to turn our work, slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, chain 3, and work double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into the same space. Chain 2, single crochet into the first chain 5 space, chain 2, 7 double crochets in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, and that's what we're going to repeat across. On the last repeat, after the last 7 double crochet in the chain 5 space, we're going to chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, and then finish our row with 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the last chain 2 space. And that's what the end of row 5 should look like. Next is row 6 on the chart. This completes our 4-row repeat of rows 3 through 6. Row 6 begins with turning our work, slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, chain 3, and then in the same chain 2 space we'll work double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Chain 2, 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet into the same stitch that we just worked the last stitch, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, and this is what you want to repeat across. On our last repeat, we end the row with a chain 2 and work our last shell in our last chain 2 space, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And that's what the end of row 6 should look like. Repeat rows 3 through 6 throughout the pattern. When you're ready to begin the armhole opening, make sure you end on a row 3. Okay, I've ended on a row 3 and now I'm ready to begin my armhole opening. And what we're going to be doing is creating some of these foundation ovals to replace the chain 5 single crochets in the next row, the row 4. Remember, the row 4 has 3 sections of chain 5 single crochet per repeat. And so of the 3 repeats here, I'm going to place an armhole opening over the center repeat. So I'll work my first repeat as is and my third repeat as is, and I'm going to replace the middle repeat with 3 foundation ovals to create an armhole opening. So I'm going to turn my work and begin with our same beginning shell stitch that we've done throughout. And we'll start our row 4 normally, chain 5, single crochet in the first chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So that's our first repeat, and you'll want to repeat the repeat as far across as you need to before you want to begin your armhole opening. If you want your vest exactly the way the design is, make sure you follow the line by line instructions. Now I'm going to show you how to start the armhole opening. We're going to do a foundation oval again, which is chain 5, and work a treble stitch into the 5th chain from our hook. Now instead of joining it to anything over here, we're just going to continue on to make more length. And we're going to do a second foundation oval. And a third foundation oval. Now remember, I'm doing a smaller version just to show you in a demo. If you were making an actual vest, you would obviously need an armhole a lot longer than that. Now I'm going to set my work down. For however many foundation ovals you create for your armhole opening, you want to skip that much of the pattern before you begin working the rest of the row. So I've done enough foundation ovals, 3, to skip 1 repeat of the pattern. If I wanted to skip 2 repeats of the pattern, I would do 6 foundation ovals, and so on and so forth. So we're going to come back here, work our next single crochet, and then chain 5 single, chain 5 single, chain 5, and shell to complete this row. And this is what the end of the row with the armhole opening should look like. I'm going to turn our work. The next row after the armhole opening is a repeat of the row 5. And that begins with the same beginning shell that we start every row with. And now we're going to chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, 7 double crochets in the next chain 5 space, chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5. Okay, now we're going to be working over the ovals instead of the chain 5 spaces, but you're going to look at them the same way you would if they were chain 5 spaces. So we'll single crochet in the next oval, chain 2, in the next oval, which would have been a chain 5 space if we were just working row 5 over row 4, we're going to work 7 double crochets. Chain 2, single crochet in the next oval, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So now we've worked over the foundation ovals for the armhole opening the same exact way we worked over the stitches in the actual row. And you're going to finish the row the same as you do on all the other repeats. And this is what the row after the armhole opening row should look like. Continue on in pattern, repeating rows 3 through 6 for the entire length of the first half of the vest, and at the end of your last repeat, I will show you how to work the edging row. We're ready to begin the edging row. Make sure you work the edging after the end of a row 6. Make sure you've worked through a row 6 when repeating rows 3 through 6 before beginning an edging row, because the edging row needs to be worked over a row 6. It's the equivalent of a row 3, but just really beefed up. So we're going to start the row the same way we start all the other rows, and that is with a beginning shell of chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the same chain 2 space. We're going to chain 2 and slip stitch into that first double crochet. Chain 5. And now we're going to work 4 double treble stitches over those 4 double crochets. So it's yarn over 3 times, insert your crochet hook in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over 3 times, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do that for the next 2 stitches as well. Okay, so now we're ready to pull through all 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 5, chain 3, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from your hook. This is a chain 3 picot. Then we're going to chain 5 and come back down and slip stitch into the same double crochet that we worked the last leg of the 4 double treble together. We're going to slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain 5, work 4 double treble together in that same chain 3 space. So yarn over 3 times, insert your hook in the space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll do that 3 more times. Yarn over, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook, chain 3, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from your hook to form a picot, chain 5, and slip stitch back down into the same chain 3 space. Slip stitch into the next double crochet, chain 5, and work 4 double treble crochet together over those same 4 stitches. So yarn over 3 times, insert your hook in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2, through 2, and do that 3 more times in the next 3 double crochets. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook, chain 3, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from your hook to form a picot, chain 5, slip stitch into the same double crochet that we worked the last leg of the 4 double treble together, chain 2, and slip stitch into the next double crochet. And that's our repeat. You want to repeat this across the entire row. This is what the end of our beautiful edging round looks like. Then when you want to start the second half of the vest, remember we started from the center back with foundation ovals. We worked in pattern to our armhole opening, made the armhole, and then worked all the way to the end with the beautiful edging. Now to work the second side, we're going to turn the work around and work row 1 into the opposite side of the foundation ovals. It really couldn't be easier. Let me show you how to get started. You're going to join your yarn with a slip stitch in the very first stitch where we worked our very first beginning shell. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in that same stitch. And now we're going to mirror row 1 on the opposite side of the foundation ovals. So we'll start with a chain 2 and single crochet into the first foundation oval, chain 2, and in the next foundation oval we're going to work 7 double crochets. chain 2, single crochet in the next foundation oval, chain 5, single crochet in the next foundation oval, chain 2, and 7 double crochets in the next foundation oval. So basically we're repeating row 1 again. And once you work row 1 into the opposite side of the foundation ovals, the rest of the second side is exactly identical to the first side. Make sure you follow the links to download the free pattern on my website, order the beautiful Be So Fine yarn, which comes wound into a center pole ball with a pot of Wrapture. And if you need any help with blocking or styling, I have videos on that as well. I'd love to see your photos when you make this vest. Please like, share, or comment on this video, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos.